baby. You know what the fuck it is, man. It's your boy Lil B and this motherfucker. Red Flame.
And welcome to another show. Glad you guys didn't get eaten between show 11 and show 12. Crazy shit going on in the news lately with all the recent cannibalistic things happening. There was this guy in Miami that ate a homeless dude's face, and the other one about some kid ate his roommate's organs. I think there was another one where some guy threatened to eat a police officer or something, which I'm not even going to recap those stories because if you have a Facebook page, if you're alive and on Earth, you've heard of all this shit already. And you've seen all the jokes and the memes people made about it. There's no way you don't know what I'm talking about. And a few people even believe that this is the beginning of some kind of zombie invasion. People have to be dead and then become reanimated in order for it to be a zombie. That's kind of like the first rule of being a zombie. And just like the last podcast I did about the conspiracy theorists, this is another case of people wanting to live in a movie. Like the conspiracy theorists want to live in the Matrix, and these zombie assholes want to live in Shaun of the Dead or some other lame zombie flick. Hey, I want to live a movie too, but let's live a better one. Let's do Clueless. You know, where my dad makes $500 an hour and I can buy whatever I want, or let's live Purple Rain. Where Prince comes to pick me up on his purple motorcycle. Something better than having face eaten by some crazy black guy on bath salts. And by the way, like taking synthetic cheap drugs and killing people in a crazy fashion, isn't that kind of like more of a white person thing to do? And apparently, these bath salts are one of those drugs that's sold under the guise being for some other purpose, like the spice fake weed shit is supposed to be incense or whatever. Now, I personally think that the Miami thing had nothing to do with bath salts. I mean, it was a hot day outside. The sun's beating down on you. Of course, you're going to take your clothes off and run in traffic. Who the fuck hasn't done that? And he didn't eat the guy's face either. That guy was just really, really attractive. This has all been a big, huge misunderstanding. That the guy was French kissing him, and he got a little carried away. That's all. Okay, so maybe he did eat his face, but god damn it, have you seen how expensive food is lately? I mean, dude was homeless anyway. Was he really contributing anything to society? If you're an old bum, you pretty much deserve to have your face eaten. Maybe that can be a deterrent for the kids, from doing drugs. In fact, you should show the kids during drug-free week the picture of the dude's face and say, this is what'll happen to you if you do drugs and you don't get a goddamn job and you end up being a loser. You'll end up being eaten alive by some guy who is also on drugs, who is also a loser. I really hope that they're not trying to reconstruct the dude's face I mean, where the fuck is that money coming from? I mean, it's not like before he got his face eaten, he was, 1 gig away from landing a modeling contract with John Paul Gaultier. I mean, the guy fucking lived. Like, if this shit ever happened to me, I'll just tell them, just put one in my temple, please. Like, dude, you couldn't have given one to me while you were shooting this other guy. You couldn't do me that favor. I don't want to live if every time I walk into a room, children scream and dogs vomit and the adults just have to sit there and act like they don't notice me. No, I'm not looking at you, Mr. Half-Eaten Calzone Face. What quality of life could you possibly have after that happens to you? You're just there to frighten people and ruin every picture you're in. Like, you know what? Maybe there could be some use for this guy after all. People could pay him to pass out candy on Halloween. They could pay him to pose in pictures next to burn victims to make them feel better about themselves. He could walk out of butcher shops screaming just for fun. Maybe try out for the lead role on a children's show. There's tons of stuff that he could do, I guess. I can't wait until Barbara Walters or somebody like that sits down and interviews this guy. Like, so how did it feel? What was going through your mind uh, when this guy ate your face? Well, when he started eating my face, I thought, ew. And about this whole bath salt drug thing, let's look at what one can expect to experience during a bath salt high. Agitation, paranoia, hallucinations, chest pain, suicidality. I didn't know that was a word, but it did come from WebMD. Anyway, my point is, who the fuck wants to experience that? And it's like, yeah, I want to party. I want to party until I think of some kind of horrifying, monstrous thing hiding in a dark hallway or a closet, and then watch it come to life. That's what I want. I want to just get angry and have palpitations all night and end up in the ER because I think I'm having a heart attack. And then when I get home, I'll kill myself. God damn, that sounds like fun. Notice, however, that they don't mention a developed taste for human flesh as a side effect. I think that there's just people in the world who are capable of doing horrific things, and maybe the bath salts helped it along, certainly. But every case after the Miami guy, the OG cannibal, is just a copycat that wants to be shocking and wants to get their name on the Huffington Post for a week and a half. And if it turns out that I'm wrong and this video is playing in the background while someone's eating you, my bad. This has been another episode of Charlene's Show. Thank you for watching.